What's going on, y'all? We got our first Mock the Mock of the draft season brought to you by Richie Bradshaw from the Cardinals Sports Illustrated page. And it is article 2 rounds. So let's go ahead and hop straight into this and see what he's got. If he's got any crazy picks, and I'll let you know my comments and thoughts on each pick. So let's see how our guy Richie did here on this mock draft. Starting off with the number 1 pick, he goes Fernando Mendoza. I don't even think I need to read about this. I think this is pretty consensus across any analyst or person on earth that Mendoza will be the number 1 pick. So number two's could be interesting. He's got Arvell Reese for the New York Jets. I like it. It's probably what I would do in a predictive stage. I think Aaron Glenn could get a lot out of Arvell Reese's unique skill set as a linebacker slash edge. So with Dante Moore not being in the class, this is very understandable. By the way, this was posted a day ago, so it is brand new. Number 3 for the Cardinals, he goes Francis Maui Noah out of Miami. I like this pick a lot. I think it's probably the right pick if Arvell Reese isn't there. Just get a solid right tackle on your offensive line. Super young, very athletic. I don't think he's a guard at the NFL level. I think he has no problem staying at tackle. Pretty physical, too. I like Maui Noah a lot. So far, 3 for 3 in my book. Number 4 for the Titans, he goes Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State. Another pick I don't really have a problem with whatsoever. Jordan Tyson, to me, is the best wide receiver in the draft. You just worry about the medicals. But Richie, it's looking good so far, my guy. Number 5 for the Giants, he goes Caleb Downs. Okay. This I guess this could be a little interesting to some people. Caleb Downs, I like a lot. You really haven't got a lot from Javon Holland or Tyler Nubin at safety. Jim Harbaugh has had good safeties his whole really coaching career. Kyle Hamilton and Ed Reed all those years ago. Now you have Caleb Downs in New York in a weak draft class. I think it's okay to take Caleb Downs 5th overall, considering he's probably the best player in the draft. So let's keep it moving. Number 6 for the Browns, he goes Carnell Tate. Keep the Ohio State product in Ohio. I like it. The Browns need consistency at the wide receiver position. Carnell Tate is exactly that. So no problem to me so far. Number 7, one of my favorite picks, he goes David Bailey for the Washington Commanders. I think David Bailey really fits Dan Quinn's scheme very well. The character concerns are a little concerning, I guess, with the curb stomp a couple years ago on a player and hitting a cameraman. So we'll see if that affects David Bailey's draft stock. But as of right now, it seems like he's still in the top 10 for a lot of people. And I think he's a perfect fit with Dan Quinn in Washington. Number 8, he goes Ruben Bain Jr. out of Miami. I think that's probably also the right pick here. I mean, so far, I would almost argue he's 8 for 8. I really like this start to the mock. Ruben Bain, I think, is a perfect fit for Brandon Staley's defense in New Orleans. He's got a lot out of Cam Jordan this year, really a career resurgence year. And Tully in LA, when he drafted him, he's turned into a very good player. So I like the fit of Ruben Bain with well, not only Kellen Moore's team, but Brandon Staley's defense. Number 9 for the Chiefs, he goes Jeremiah Love. No problem for me with this pick. I mean, you need running back help. Jeremiah Love is clearly the best running back in the class. It's not close, and he's arguably the best player available at this point. So I'm a fan. Number 10. Oh, this is interesting because I have not done this pick myself, but he goes Mansour Delane. I would kind of want to read this one because I feel like corner is one of the stronger positions on the Bengals defense. Like David Bailey, Delane's transfer to an LSU program that spits out defensive backs like it's nothing was a great move, and he will handsomely rewarded. Delane was Mr. Full coverage, and his ball skills were in full display. Cincinnati has had up and down corner play for as long as I can remember. Delane brings rate turnover potential that they've rarely seen. So I guess it's just stability. I don't mind it. I don't think Cam Taylor Britt's been okay. DJ Turner, I like, but no, I don't hate it. I mean, he took my corner 1 in the class, and I think he's better than the 10th overall pick. So it's hard to complain. It's just not really something I've thought about. I think, well, Caleb Downs off the board for 1, but I think Peter Woods would be a big help for the interior. I think Spencer Fano would be a big help for the offensive line. So I don't know. I like it though. I really do like it. Speaking of, Spencer Fano is the 11th overall pick for my Miami Dolphins. I'm a huge fan of this. John Eric Sullivan, the philosophy in Green Bay is trenches, trenches, trenches in the first round of the draft. Here goes trenches. Austin Jackson and James Daniels, 2 huge liabilities on your offensive line. On the right side, Spencer Fano, natural right tackle. I like this a lot. So I'm a fan. 12 is a little interesting. We go Keldrick Falk for the Cowboys. I love the upside of Keldrick Falk. 6'6", 285, doesn't turn 21 till like next fall, which is just crazy. And he's already a really polished run defender and has shown flashes in 2024 as a good pass rusher. So it is an interesting fit opposite of Donovan Ezraku, excuse me, on the edge side. And the interior defense line, he will rarely ever play in there because they have three good interior defensive players already. So I don't hate it though. I would have preferred Sonny Styles, maybe even Jermod McCoy over Falk here if I was the Cowboys, but I'm not mad at it whatsoever. 13 for the Rams, he goes Jermod McCoy. I like this pick a lot. If you're going corner and Mansour Delane's gone, Jermod McCoy's the next obvious pick. My personal pick would probably be Makai Lemon, or maybe the Rams aren't scared of McCoy's medicals. So if you aren't and you're banking on the player and you think he's fully healthy, then it's probably a steal considering the 13th pick. But I also like Makai Lemon a lot here for the Rams as well. Number 14 for the Ravens. Once again, I'm a fan. Peter Woods. Nominee Madubuike's long-term health with that neck injury is really up in the air. The pass rushers really struggled this year. I think Peter Woods would be a big help to that unit to get some pass rush going from the interior of the defensive line. Peter Woods is probably a top 5 player on my board. He just feels like such a safe, you got it right pick, and the Ravens do that a lot. So I'm not mad at it at all. All right, 15 for the Bucks. Sonny Styles, man, I can't complain whatsoever. I'm really liking this mock draft a lot so far from Mr. Bradshaw. So, I mean, Sonny Styles, I think it's pretty obvious. Immediate help at linebacker play with Levante David. I don't think any Buccaneer fan can complain about that whatsoever. Number 16 for the Jets. Oh, okay. Things took a turn. You go Ty Simpson. Yes, you do need a quarterback, especially with Dante Moore going back to school. It's not the pick at 2. You win Arvell Reese. Maybe 33, I'd feel better. 16, okay, you got the 5th-year option, but there is a lot of guaranteed money for the 16th overall pick in the draft. I don't know. I guess I can understand it with Aaron Glenn probably trying to save his head coaching job this year because, I mean, I feel like he almost lost it in his first year. So maybe this is a way to just try to get stability at the quarterback. Ty Simpson played really good for the first half of the season, really bad the second half of the season, though. So it's definitely an interesting thought. I think I would have went Makai Lemon to just get a good wide receiver to him, maybe bridge option at quarterback like a Kyler Murray. But they go Ty Simpson. I understand why you do need a quarterback, but man. All right, 17 for the Detroit Lions. They go Caden Proctor out of Alabama. Not the left tackle I would have taken. I mean, the size is incredible, 6'7", 360 paws. But he's also super young. There's a lot to work with here. Very high ceiling, but a very low floor. So I guess the Lions are a team that could take the shot. Taylor Decker, I think, could end up retiring as soon as this offseason. So not mad at the tackle pick. I kind of like the thought of Monroe Freeling, or maybe Caleb Lomu even over Proctor. Lomu's the pro-ready player. Freeling, I think, is the perfect fit for the scheme. But they go Proctor. I like the position. 18. Okay. Let's read this one. I know it's got to do with Jordan Addison, but 18, Makai Lemon. I love Makai Lemon, but a interesting spot for him. Jordan Addison's NFL future is in doubt following his third arrest since entering the league. He was hardly dependable even when he was in the field. On the field, I guess he meant. And Justin Jefferson suffered from his absence and poor quarterback play. The offense needs another receiver, if for no other reason than to help JJ McCarthy's development. Lemon is a great route runner who can break big plays off at any given time. So yeah, it's pretty much just I guess he thinks Jordan Addison's career is over. I mean, you really don't know. Like, I mean, it is a valid reason. 3 arrests in what? He's been in the league for 3 years, maybe 4. Like, that is very alarming. And he clearly can't stay out of trouble. Makai Lemon's an awesome player. I just think like Caden McDonald would have been a big help. Avion Terrell or Colton Hood would have been a big help. But yeah, I guess if you're running the world of Jordan Addison is gone, I can understand it. So I'm not when I saw the name, I was like, what? But I've come around to it, I guess, after reading his logic. All right, 19 for the Panthers. He goes Cassius Howe. This to me does feel a little early for Cassius Howe. Not saying he's a bad player because obviously he's one of the most productive players in college football. His arms are just ridiculously short. And I don't know if NFL team's going to take him that high. I do get it. You need pass rush help if you're Carolina, so getting Cassius out to add with my guy Princely, Uman Yellen, and Nick Scorton, I'm not too mad at. But TJ Parker, I think probably would have been a better option. Okay. 20 for the Cowboys. Casey Concepcion. This has to be assuming George Pickens is gone, which, yes, he starts his point with the idea that George Pickens gets a superstar bag in the offseason and is gone. So I guess with the idea Pickens is gone, you could make this argument. I would rather just wait to make a pick like this until free agency and he is gone because that seems like a really hard stretch for a guy that had what 1,500 yards in his first year for you. I would franchise tag him, just letting him just walk. I mean, definitely would not do that. So I think it is a stretch. I get the logic with no Pickens, but it is a stretch to me. And if you do lose Pickens, I feel like Denzel Boston would probably be the better fit to replace him than Concepcion. All right, 21. Speaking of Denzel Boston to the Pittsburgh Steelers, I've made this pick before a ton. I like the fit opposite of DK, adding more size, but he's not the same type. He's got good hands. Not a explosive athlete or a great separator, but you just put it in his catch radius, he'll come down with the ball, which you really do like. All right, 22. I do like this pick for the Chargers. Caden McDonald out of Ohio State. I would prefer Vega Ione to help out the piss poor offensive line on the interior that I believe all three are free agents. So I would definitely go Vega Ione if I was the Chargers personally. But Caden McDonald makes a lot of sense. Your interior defense line could use some upgrades. Tier Tart, good. Deshaun Hand, good. Jamari Caldwell, nose tackle. But not a lot of youth in that, except Caldwell, obviously a rookie last year. But McDonald would add a ton of um, help to the interior defensive line day one. All right, 23 for the Eagles. Man, I don't. The mock draft started off so good to me, but now it's a lot of reaches. Like this is obviously TJ Parker is a very clear, okay, we didn't re-sign Jalen Phillips, so we take TJ Parker pick. And I don't really like that. Like you just traded a third round pick for Phillips. He was pretty good in his time. He stayed healthy for the most part. I feel like maybe a couple small injuries came out the game, went back in, but no major injuries like for my Dolphins. But yeah, it's just it's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird to me to assume, okay, you're letting Jalen Phillips walk. That's clearly the role TJ Parker would be playing for the Eagles. All right, this is a pick. I can't get back on track. And like Caleb Lumu at 24 for the Cleveland Browns, you need left tackle help. You win Carnell Tate at 6, which I liked. So good pick here. This is a pick I've made. Caleb Banks to the Bears at 25. It just feels early. I mean, the dude played 3 football games this year, looked solid in them. It was a lot of projection that he would go to another level to be a top 25 pick. And when you missed majority of the year, you didn't really get to that. So I think this is definitely a second round pick. I would prefer Christian Miller here than Caleb Banks, two different players, but still, I'd rather have Miller. But Banks would offer a good nose tackle with a lot of high upside, but it's a lot of projection here. All right. Whoa. Huh. All right. Dylan Thieneman for the Bills at 26, and I'm already seeing the next pick that y'all can't see, and things have taken a turn. If I'm going safety, I'm going to Manuel McNeil Warren. I think he's clearly the next best safety on the board. Thieneman is very solid. I do like the pairing with Cole Bishop, like he mentioned, but I guess there wasn't a lot at the wide receiver and edge room, so it does, I think, make safety valid. But like I said, I just think, in my personal opinion, I would take Emmanuel McNeil Warren over Thieneman any day of the week. All right, 27 for the Niners. Akeem Mesidor. Huh. Uh, 25 already. Bigger edge rusher, which I guess does fit with Michael Williams and Nick Bosa. But like I just said, Michael Williams, first round pick last year. Okay, he tore his ACL. I get that. Nick Bosa, one of the highest paid defenders in football. And now another first round pick at edge rusher. Yes, you can use 3 very efficiently. At this point, I would feel like reaching, taking a shot on Chris Bell, Elijah Surratt. Hell, even if you like Omar Cooper, I would support it. Edge, I think CJ Allen, Anthony Hill would be bigger contributors. Monroe Freeling, I think it could be a obvious pick. Vega Ione, plug and play left guard for you. It's an interesting pick to take someone that is a very old prospect, but I guess the Niners have done it in the past with Ricky Pearsall. So Interesting. 28 for the Texans. No complaints from me here. Vega Ione out of Penn State, plug and play left guard, probably your worst position on the offensive line. Vega just seems like one of the safest players in the draft to me, so no complaints. Wow. I just saw the 29th pick. Huh. Yeah, explain this one to me. Romello Height. Romello Height will be 25 entering the NFL season. He's undersized. He's what, 6'3", 240? He's kind of like an off-ball hybrid type of. I got to read this one. Great teams stay ahead of future needs or areas of weakness. The Rams have one of the league's best pass rushes, and Byron Young, coming off a Pro Bowl season, he's a pending free agent following 2020. It'll be difficult to retain Kobe Turner and Puka along with him at once. But like, why? You just took Josiah Stewart in what, the third or fourth round? And I feel like he played really good as a rookie. Like, and you're drafting Romello Height, who is a 25-year-old rookie, to replace a guy in 2027 who's been one of your best young players that I would think you would do everything you can to retain him, Puka, and Kobe Turner and Braden Fisk. Like, nah, man, this is the worst pick in the mock. Because not only do it's not a position I would even consider taking for the Rams in the first round, it's also not a player I would take in the first two rounds of the mock. So that is mind-boggling to me. What are we doing here? I love Christian Miller, but like Christian Barmore and Milton Williams both just got paid. Like his recent legal troubles, I didn't really hear about those. Yeah, bro, like just take CJ Allen or Joshua Josephs or uh, plug in big wide receiver, whoever, Surratt, Bell. Hell, I'd rather see Jacoby Lane here than Christian Miller to the Patriots. I mean, very, very interesting pick there. Has Kenyon Sadiq went? Bro, I swear I haven't seen Kenyon Sadiq's name unless I'm tripping. If not, bro, Kenyon Sadiq, Hunter Henry, and Austin Hooper are both in their 30s. And I was like, come on, man. I don't get that at all. That to me just does not make a lot of sense. And like you said, maybe an overreact. Yes, overreaction. Man, the first 15 pick, really when Ty Simpson got taken, shit hit the fan. So I don't know. Kenyon Sadiq, though, it would be an awesome pick for Denver. I just don't think he makes it here. The Patriots could use him. The Eagles could use him. The Panthers could use him. The Bucks could use him. The Dolphins, the Chiefs. There's so many landing options that I think, especially the later teams I named, definitely would take him. But like I said, if he is here, it's a plus pick for Denver. All right, 32 for why? Why? They, this is almost worse than the Romello Height pick. Once again, a older prospect, 25, but it gets even worse. He's a nickel corner. What? You're talking about replacing 6'4" Tariq Woolen on the boundary with what's Keontae Scott, 5'10", 5'11", 190. Like, his role is Devin Witherspoon's role. So now Devin Witherspoon is going to be, I guess, handicapped to playing on the boundary the whole. This is terrible. I mean, man, this mock draft started off really good. The second half of the first round, this has been bad, man. All right, let's get in the second round pick. He just lists out some names, so I guess we'll scroll in chunks here. I won't go too crazy. We'll just go, I guess, to third. All right, starting off, Avion Terrell. Yes, the Jets could use corner. I'm surprised Terrell's even available. So now Arvell Reese, Ty Simpson, and Terrell. The Simpson pick still feels high to me, but Terrell is an awesome addition. 34 Cardinals go Maui Noah and CJ Allen. Love that A+ draft for the Cardinals. Colton Hood is available as well. That perfect pick for the Titans in the second round if he makes it there, which I don't think he will. 36 for the Raiders. You pair Mendoza with Surratt. I like that. Okay. Emmanuel Pregnon to the Giants. You got Greg Van Roten, John Runyon, Marcus Bowe. Not seeing the vision there at all. It's actually one of like I'd prefer you take a shot on Monroe Freeling, who's still available to play right tackle. Blake Miller. Even you could talk to me about Caleb Tiernan. Yeah, Pregnon doesn't make a lot, not to mention all the other positions you could consider after taking Downs at 5. You could go wide receiver, huge need, good talent on the board. You could go linebacker, Anthony Hill on the board. Oh my God, dude. LT Overton. W- Are we sure this was made yesterday and not 4 months ago? What are we? And it's not, it's to the Texans. I didn't even realize the team that took him. The Texans going edge rusher, not to mention it's a day 3 edge rusher. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is just bad, man. All right, let's scroll a couple more picks. We'll go the next five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 39 for the Browns. Brandon Cisse. I guess you Tyson Campbell's been good for you. Denzel Ward is still good. I guess you're replacing Martin Emerson, who's a nickel, like with a boundary corner. I don't know. I don't like the fit at all. 40 for the Chiefs, Omar Cooper. I like Omar Cooper a lot. Hollywood's a free agent. Rashee Rice is always in trouble and even in more trouble now. So I guess I can come around to that. I'm not just going to be hating. Gabe Jackas, he is the type of edge rusher the Bengals would like, 6'5", 270. So I can applaud him for that. But I think there are probably better players on the board. And who did the Bengals go in the first round? They went Mansour Delane, so I guess I do like going to the defensive line. 42 for the Saints, Zachariah Branch. I would go Chris Bell here. He's got the obvious chemistry with Tyler Shuck playing at Louisville. So, and I don't think you need another. I mean, this is pretty much Rashid Shaheed replacement for the speed aspect. I don't know. And my Dolphins, AJ Halsey, I'm not a fan of that pick at all. Once again, Emmanuel McNeil Warren's on the board. Where is he? Halsey is like he's he's an interesting player. He's like 5'11", 225. I don't think there's really a clear-cut role in Miami for him, considering I don't even know who's going to be the defense coordinator. So I would have went Keith Abney. I would have went Chris Johnson. I would have went Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I would have went wide receiver. Insert 10 choices wide receiver. Just nah, I'm not a fan of that. All right, next 5 picks. All right, let's read them. Starting off with the Jets, Anthony Hill Jr. I like the pick. Very good draft for the Jets, in my opinion, even though you reached on top. Wait, no, no, no. Did you not take Arvell Reese at 2? Man, this is giving me a headache. Like, why? Why? Like, Jeremy Sherwood's still there. Quincy Williams is still there for now. Like, why? I guess Reese is playing like no linebacker. I don't like that. Jennings Dunker, plug and play right guard for the Ravens. I don't mind. I would have preferred Chase Bisontis personally, but Dunker, decent. Keith Abney for the Bucks. What are we doing, man? Nickel corner. They just took Jacob Parrish last year. What are we doing? I No, man, no. Oh my God, dude. What month are this thing has had to be in the draft files for 4 months and they just now posted it. Garrett Nussmeyer to the Indianapolis Colts at 47. What are we doing, dude? What are we doing? Even if this was Trinidad Chambliss, I wouldn't like the pick. It's like it's overkill. Daniel Jones will probably miss 4 weeks, 8 weeks. It's overkill. Like he's going to get an extension. It's overkill. But Nussmeyer here, man, he got benched halfway through the season, man, and you're taking him mid-second round to a team that really doesn't need a. That's terrible. Chris Johnson though is a very good pick for the Falcons. Plug and play starter. Um, he can play on the boundary or the nickel. Probably measuring like 5'11", 180, 185, but I'm a big fan of Chris Johnson. Super good player. Next 5 picks. Holy hell, dude. What are we doing? All right, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Harrison Smith's retiring. A-plus pick if he's there. He shouldn't be there, but if he is. Derek Moore to the Lions. I mean, this is clear as day. You looked at the state and the school and you're like, oh, this is cool. No. No, no, no. Like it's way too early. Way too early. Maybe 2 rounds too early for Derek Moore. Chris Bell to the Panthers. What are we doing? Is that not what you went for with Xavier Leggett? Like, if you're going receiver, it's got to be a fast slot option. Like, what? Why? 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 Packers go Lee Hunter. It's good. Big help in the interior defense line. Big body, good run defender. Okay. Cade Klubnik, bro. Like I said, bro, this has very clearly been in the storage for some months now. This is terrible. Like this is utterly terrible. Like he should have stopped after the first. He should have stopped after the first 15 picks. If I'm being, this is terrible. Like how is Cade Klubnik a second round pick? Terrible, man. Eagles go Eli Stowers. I guess good receiving option. I think Max Clare is probably the next tight end off the board, but I don't hate her. Connor Lutz of the Chargers makes a lot of sense to upgrade Bradley Bozeman. Not bad. The Jaguars just had the best run defense in the league this year, but I guess Dominique Orange can just make the unit even stronger. I don't know if that's where I'd spend my first pick of the draft. R. Mason Thomas, I like the edge help for Chicago. You went, what did the Bears take? Caleb Banks. So you invest heavy in the trenches, I guess. Caleb Banks still felt early. R. Mason Thomas, good value here. Monroe Freeling, excellent pick for the 49ers. I just think there's no way he lasts this long. I think he's probably a first round pick. All right, let's just do the rest of the picks here. 59, Jonah Coleman. I don't mind the pick. Jonah Coleman and Jadarian Price. It's a toss up for RB2 to me. I like the pairing of with Woody Marks in Houston because Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb are probably gone. Jeremy Bernard, good pick for the Bills if they don't go wide receiver in the first round. I like Bernard to add just some stability to the wide receiver room. Carson Beck, bro. It's crazy the quarterbacks that are going, and Trinidad Chambliss hasn't even went. And I don't even know if Chambliss is a second round type of talent, but Nussmeier, Beck, and Klubnik have went. 62 for the Patriots. I like adding a linebacker. I would not go Deontay Lawson. I think Josiah Trotter's better. I think Jake Golday's better. I think um, Jacob Rodriguez is better. Wouldn't go Lawson there, but oh well. The Broncos go edge. Joshua Josephs, I like. I don't understand the logic of going edge. And Mikal Kamara, that's insane. I mean, I've not seen Mikal Kamara in 1 3 round mock, and he goes 64th. Like at that point, take Zion Young, regardless of the character. Deny Dennis Sutton. But that will do it, man. If I had to grade my first mock the mock of the year, the first round I would have went like a 5 out of 10. There was some good, some bad. Second round, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. This was very bad. This was very bad and a lot of exposing of really to me non-ball knowledge. So whoever's, I mean, what was his name? Bradshaw, son Robert Bradshaw. Let me go check. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but man, I would probably pick up another hobby. And if he's getting paid to make these, bro, sign me up. Get me in the building. I'm not even a Cardinal fan. He literally only really made 2 good picks for the Cardinals. Richie Brett, yeah, man, that's bad, man. But that'll do it for me. Hope y'all enjoyed. I don't know how you did enjoy if you like NFL mock drafts because that was terrible. But hopefully you like my reactions, and I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.